Hey there and welcome to Gods of the Nile. Hey guys, and welcome to our pro tutorial, Gods of the Nile. This is an incredibly fun photo shoot, and we're gonna have such a good time during this tutorial. We've got a lot to do. Now for this photo shoot, we actually did a few different photo shoots, and we're gonna be working on multiple images in Photoshop. And we're gonna take you through the entire process. We're gonna talk about the pre-production, what actually went into the photography and into the photo shoots, and then we're gonna take our images through Lightroom and through Photoshop, so you can get the idea of the entire process from start to finish. This is a super intense tutorial. It's over 10 hours long, but don't worry, we broke everything up into chapters and lessons, and everything is broken down into categories, so you can follow along with the tutorial, or you can simply watch it on your own time. In chapter 2, we're gonna be going over the photography aspect of the gold room photo shoot. We're gonna talk about our camera settings, the lightings, the props, basically everything that went into the photo shoot is in chapter 2. In chapter 3, you're gonna learn how to import and organize your photos into Lightroom. We'll show you the exact workflow that we use here at our studio. You'll see how the folder structure within Lightroom matches the folder structure on your computer, and how to create a better folder structure that makes it easy to find files even after you're done with this project. We'll also show you how to organize your photos into collections, which will give you quick access to your photos at any time. In chapter 4, we're gonna be building our gold room image. We're gonna start off in Lightroom, going through our culling process, and then showing you the workflow to get from Lightroom into Photoshop. Once we're in Photoshop, we're gonna start compositing different photos together. The final image is made up of multiple different photos that have to be put together seamlessly. Once all the composite photos are put together, then it's time to add details to the shoot. In this case, we're actually replacing the entire floor with a leopard skin print, and we're gonna add an Egyptian hieroglyphic print to the walls in the background. Next, you're gonna learn how to retouch your subjects and how to do selective sharpening on your images. Then we'll get everything ready for export back into Lightroom. In chapter 5, we'll focus on the photography of our long exposure shoot. We'll talk about the concept, the camera settings, and the lighting, and basically how we brought everything together to create these really fun images. You'll learn about the difference between shooting with continuous light and strobe light, and how you can combine them together to create effects like the one we have in these long exposure photos. In chapter 6, we're gonna edit all of the individual shots in the long exposure photo shoot. We'll start off in Lightroom, where we'll do our culling process and then export those images into Photoshop. Then we're going one by one, editing these images and bringing them to their maximum potential. And then in chapter 7, we're gonna combine all the individual portraits together to create a group shot. And because everyone's on a black background, you can rearrange and reorganize your groups and create different compositions from the same base images. In chapter 8, you're gonna learn portrait retouching with Shea Couleé. So we're gonna go through the workflow going through Lightroom and in Photoshop, and we're gonna combine multiple photos together. We're gonna take the best part of several different photos and put them together to create a great base portrait. Then comes the retouching, and in this case, we got a lot closer to our subject, so we're gonna go in depth and really show you how to retouch a portrait. We're even including a frequency separation action, and we're gonna show you how to separate out skin color from skin texture and how to edit each of those independently. The retouching skills you'll learn in this chapter will apply to any photo you want to retouch in the future. In chapter 9, we're going to be retouching a portrait of Naomi. Here we're focusing mostly on skin, and we're going to show you how to use dodging and burning to bring out more detail in a photo. We're also going to focus on selective coloring and sharpening, which will really help to bring the image to life. Then in chapter 10, we're bringing all the images back together into Lightroom, where we're going to show you how to export and organize all your images and how to export them for different file formats. For instance, we'll show you how to export for the web and for print, and even for things like Instagram. All right, guys, we got a great tutorial for you. It was so much fun working with Shea and Naomi and the rest of the crew. We're gonna have an absolute blast, and you're gonna learn a ton. I hope you enjoy Gods of the Nile.